Deep in the night at the Mathura palace, a silent panic spreads. The rigid stone walls hold a court paralyzed by a sudden, inexplicable crisis. Every royal physician has exhausted their knowledge. Rare herbs prove useless, and the strongest medicines sit untouched. The best minds of the kingdom have failed to find a cause or a cure. On the bed lies Krishna, the sustainer of the universe itself, now frail and fading. His eyes are half closed, and behind his familiar, gentle smile is a deep, unspoken agony that no physical medicine can reach. The ultimate healer of the world is bedridden, waiting for his own creations to save him. Standing quietly in the corner of the room is Uddhava. He is Mathura's sharpest mind, a master of philosophy and yogic discipline. Confronted with an illness that defies every law of logic, he finds himself unable to act. Then Krishna whispers a strange prescription. He asks for the dust from the feet of a true devotee to be rubbed across his forehead. Uddhava recoils. To place the dust of mortal feet onto the head of God is a grave sin. In his mind, he is already calculating the karmic cost, fearing that such an act would guarantee him a place in hell. Seeing that Uddhava remains motionless, Krishna tells him to prepare a chariot. He is being sent away from the palace, tasked with delivering a message to the village of Vrindavan. As Uddhava's chariot crosses into Vrindavan, the heavy, oppressive stone of Mathura fades away. He steps into a world where the air carries the fragrance of blooming lotuses and the damp earth of the riverbank. He gathers the Gopis, who have spent years in the pain of separation. With immense pride, Uddhava presents a letter written by Krishna himself, a manuscript of the Yoga Sutras, containing the profound cosmic knowledge he believes will cure their grief. They do not read a single line. In a split second, the Gopis rip the sacred manuscript to shreds. Aghast, Uddhava watches as the universe's highest wisdom, truths that sages meditate for lifetimes to glimpse, is scattered on the ground. But then he looks closer. The Gopis are gathering the torn pieces, pressing the parchment against their cheeks and eyes. They are not looking for the words. They are searching for the physical imprint of the hands that held the paper. For them, the ink and the philosophy have become secondary to the presence of the one who wrote them. Logic is ignored in favor of the physical trace of the beloved. Shaken, Uddhava is directed toward the riverbank to find Radha. He expects to find someone broken by the physical absence of Krishna. Instead, he finds her sitting in silence. She stares out at the horizon, her face calm, carrying no traces of sorrow. Uddhava is bewildered. He asks her how she can survive this distance, how she can exist when the person she loves is hundreds of miles away in Mathura. Radha looks back at him and explains that Krishna never left. She hears him in the wind moving through the trees and feels him in every beat of her heart. Uddhava stands silent. His definitions of distance and separation simply do not apply here. Standing on the banks of the Yamuna, Uddhava's intellectual foundation gives way. The scale of Radha's faith makes his years of rigorous training feel like a burden. The man too afraid to touch his deity's feet out of religious fear now drops to his knees to gather the dust from Radha's feet. In this act of submission, the armor of his academic identity falls away. He has finally found the medicine he was sent to find. When Uddhava returns to the Mathura palace, he is a different man. His eyes are no longer sharp with calculation, but heavy with a new depth of feeling. He walks into the royal chambers. Krishna is sitting up, perfectly healthy, watching him with a familiar smile. The frailty and the useless herbs were a staged performance. Krishna waits for him, looking as if he had never seen a single day of illness. The rigid certainty of Uddhava's intellect softens. He realizes that the illness was his own ego, an intellectual barrier that had kept him from a true connection with the divine. As Uddhava bows, the tears in his eyes replace the cold logic in his mind. He isn't just reciting the teachings anymore. He is finally living them.